seconds to go.
Hey everybody, welcome to Cevo Open. We've got Hidden Power going up against Standard Meta Killers. I am your host for tonight, Wolf Dota. Thanks for tuning in, for those of you watching in-game, if any. And everybody on the Twitch, shout out to you guys. You guys make it all happen. We're going to quickly jump into the draft. We've got Tidehunter and Terrorblade banned out by HP. And SMK, they banned out the Juggernaut and the Skywrath Mage. And speaking of meta killers, metas and all that, Juggernaut's been bursting into the scene. Seen him played a lot lately. So interesting first ban from them. Not haven't seen a whole lot of that yet, but I certainly seen him played a lot. So obviously here they're not too comfortable with. But enough about bans. Let's talk about picks here. We've got Vengeful Spirit and Batrider for Hidden Power, and then Brewmaster and Jakiro going out for SMK. The next ban up was a Faceless Void, and we're waiting to see what SMK ban next. But I like the Venge pick as well as the Batrider, just because Venge is normally a very strong counter to Batrider, allowing her to swap either the Bat or her carry or whoever was picked, allowing her to pick them off and move them into a better position. Brewmaster and Jakiro are pretty common picks, nothing too fancy there. Solid heroes in their own right. They do a good job of getting it done. And that, sorry, Becco, I don't know anyone else. But I'm gonna have to close that chat so it doesn't distract me while I'm casting this game. We've got Razor also banned out by SMK. And back to what I was saying, Brewmaster Jakiro, pretty standard picks. Jakiro gives you a nice solid amount of push, as I'm sure everybody watching knows. And then Brew, if played well, can really open up the early mid game and pave the way for the late game. As well as going certain things like either Vlad's AC, Ags, Refresher, those kind of getting those kind of items up eventually. He's very strong with, so not too surprised by any of that. But nonetheless, Silencer also banned out, and the Naga Siren. So Hidden Power getting rid of a little bit of late game there. By a little bit, I mean a lot. They've banned out 3 really hard carries, so I have no idea why, but as soon as I start casting, I start yawning. It's so strange.
10 seconds to go.
And it's not because Dota is not exciting. It is honestly probably my favorite thing to do.
5 seconds.
I mean, within reason, but nonetheless, moving on. All that carry band out, I'm interested to see what they're going to pick up for themselves. Are they going to go an early push strat? Are they going to go for like an aggressive off, like tri-lane or something like that? It's very interesting that they're banning out all these farmers. Not a lot left of the normal ones. Phantom Assassin's around, Anti-Mage is still around. Those are the 2 biggest ones right now. Shadow Demon's going to get picked up for SMK, so a good counter to the Batrider, and the Venge can protect somebody if needed, the disruption and all that, so we could open up. We also may see a Mirana pick from SMK. Mirana's still a decent carry. She needs a lot of farm to come online, but with a lot of the harder carries being banned out, I think she could be alright here, especially when paired up with Shadow Demon. If they're able to get a lot of picks early, I think it could work out pretty well for them.
5 seconds.
But we'll have to wait and see here. If anyone's in the Twitch chat, let me know if the stream's lagging at all. I see it buffering every now and then, but OBS is telling me everything's fine. So just to give me a quick little shout out. But nonetheless, Hidden Power certainly taking their time with this one. They've gone through a fair bit of their bonus and are working on whatever next. I imagine they're probably looking for their own carry of some sort. Basically, anyone could be pretty solid right now. Lycan could be played. BK. Thanks, Digital. Sorry, that's Twitch chat. I'll turn it off now as well. But I want to know if it was lagging. Gotta not get distracted by that. Nonetheless, we're just waiting for their final pick here. It's going to be a Shaker, so a bit of a counter there as far as jump-ins. Very good at getting the jump on people, as well as another hero that's very good up against the Batrider. So it's interesting that they pick so many heroes that are good against the Bat Rider, with the Bat Rider. I guess they're hoping that maybe Bat can blink in, lasso somebody, and then Urshiken can follow up with a fissure, get a little bit of an assist there,
10 seconds to go.
maybe stun any allies that the Bat is trying to pick off, or it can lead in with the fissure, Bat, blink, lasso, drag away, you know, combo it like that. We'll have to see how they want to play it and how they do end up playing it. Wraith King is going to be the pick for SMK. I think that's a decent hero. He's pretty strong right now. Reincarnate is always good, and there's a lot to be said for getting lassoed into the enemy team and dying, slowing them all by 75% through BKB, and then having your team roll down on top of them. I think it's a pretty good combo. And Viper's going to be the next pick, so a solid hero up against any sort of melee cores, which, I mean, Brewmaster and Wraith King are what they're running with right now, and it picks up gives Hidden Power a little bit of a harder carry for their mid lane.
10 seconds to go.
The bands, we're just waiting on those, but Hidden Power, I think they need to, I think they should pick up a ranged core. I think Drow would be really strong here. Silence would be good. It would, be a high amount of physical damage from a rain. The ability to kite is very good. Medusa and Anti-Mage are the two final bans, so both teams getting rid of a hard carry. But I still think Drow would be good for Hidden Power. Hidden Power themselves, I think they need another jump hero. They've got a mid lane and a safe lane. I'm guessing that all they need left is a, Yami's Techies pick. All I can think is that they need some way to either close the gap more. So maybe like a Magnus is left. He wouldn't be too bad.
5 seconds.
Bristleback, eh. But they need some other way. That or they need a ranged core that can farm.
Reserve time.
Someone that's not going to get kited as easily. I think Anti-Mage actually, like, as weird as it would have been, I think Anti-Mage would have been fine for them. Sack the Wraith King into the offlane, let him just kind of soak some levels or whatever, and then rotate him through eventually. He will pick up a Blink Dagger, and then him and the Shadow Demon can rotate around, or even go aggressive and then run somebody in the solo lane. Well, I kind of have to wait and see here. Both teams are lacking base killing potential. I'd like Hidden Power would be actually pretty solid if they picked up Luna. The only problem is there's a Shadow Demon, so there'd be the glaives bouncing back through. And I mean, Shadow Demon and Luna is a pretty solid combination, but I feel like they've already got their core. I don't know if they like to run dual lanes or tri lanes. We'll have to wait and see here. I still think Mag would be all right for SMK. He'd give them that extra little bit of jump. He's about the only one that's left. You empower the Wraith King, he starts critting. It does a lot of damage. So they could go that route if they wanted. They kind of need to have somebody who plays Magnus, though. They're going to go with Centaur, so they get a similar hero, not one that's not quite as ulti reliant, but also doesn't have the same level of control in a short amount of time. His Blink Stomp is very good, but he doesn't provide that buff up for the Wraith King, and he also doesn't farm as well in the offlane. Magnus could use Shockwave, but nonetheless, the picks have been taken, so we'll have to wait and see what Hidden Powers can answer with. And I'm not too surprised by the Centaur pick. As far as Hidden Power goes, they're probably going to offlane the Bat, mid the Viper, and then they'll safe lane whatever they choose. I still think Drow would be pretty solid here. It's a triple melee core coming out from the side of SMK, and they're going to need to eventually get Blink Daggers, but the thing is they've got a Vengeful Spirit to defensive swap the Drow, Earthshaker to counter initiate. Viper's going to be slowing them all as well. I still think Drow would be really good here, as I've mentioned, but we'll have to wait and see what they want to go.
10 seconds.
So maybe somebody who could jump on them in the other way, but I mean they already have Bat Rider for all the jump they need. They're going to go with Phantom Assassin, so I mean the jump is very real. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure about picking a melee core into 3 other melee cores. I think that's a little bit risky. If she gets far ahead, it'll be fine. But I still think the Drow would have been a better pick. She's about as tanky. Doesn't have the dodge, but I mean sits at a range. Has a better defensive spell in my opinion as the gust goes. The pushback as well as the very long silence. But nonetheless, picks have been made, so we'll have to see how the game plays out for HP and standard meta killers. This is Cevo Open, and I am Wolfdoda. Hopefully be loaded into the game very soon, but we'll have to give it a moment. It's just as we get into it. And I will quickly run through SMK's lineup. We've got Lucifer on the Shadow Demon,
Let's keep it
additive
clean, folks.
on the Jakiro. Ooh, Wraith King. Name Mayapen is on the Wraith King. On the Brewmaster, we've got Chupina. Chapina. And for the offlane Centaur, it looks like we're going to have 14, and it is a stand-in playing the Centaur. TL is playing the Phantom Assassin. We've got Hilarious on the Batrider. TM26 is on the Viper. Hero of Time is playing Vengeful Spirit. And last, but certainly not least, Avant Garda? Gardy? Avant? I'll just call him Avant. Got Avant on that Earthshaker.
Showtime.
These are the teams, and like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this before or not, but this is a best of two. It is a group stage game, so no eliminations here, but both teams fighting for position, hoping to secure themselves, hopefully, road to the playoffs coming up. I'm not sure exactly when that is, but I'll have to check it out if you want. All of that is on Cevo. Batrider's going to watch the bottom room be taken by the Wraith King. He's going to be off to a good start. And I'm worried for the Centaur. If he gets blocked in by the Earthshaker and the Venge, it's going to be a pretty bad day for him. Phantom Assassin can do a fair bit of damage early. I mean, Centaur's pretty tanky. He has a very high amount of health, but it's still, if you're stuck in there getting hit by 3 heroes, you're going to go down fairly quick. Viper looks like he's already started zoning out the Brewmaster. Actually misses that Drunken Brawler, the value point, getting that guaranteed miss. So, helping him out there a little bit. But either way. Up top, looks like they're going to keep farming. Centaur knows they're up here, but they're just going to zone him pretty effectively. He did not get a ward down. Well, not a very effective
What's
one.
with all the scribbling?
Yeah, that was the last one. On the bottom lane, we've got Batrider getting zoned out a little bit by the Shadow Demon, but trading blows. And Bat's going to have a much better time soaking experience here. Whereas the Centaur has been in range for 1 creep to go down. Phantom Assassin, not going to go for the denies. There's one. But Centaur still only has 1 creep's worth of experience, whereas Batrider's probably level 2. Yep. He's managed to sit in lane and acquire it. This isn't fixing the overlay, this is editing the overlay. Bless. Fucked up my camera. Sorry about that, guys. We're gonna have. Looks like they're going to just keep harassing the Batrider back, but and they're going to be okay. Good pull comes out from the Shadow Demon, but so far, where's? I guess Chikiro's just been zoning. Not too sure. This is gonna hurt the Batrider a fair bit. He does have Firefly and some Napalm, so we could go contested if he wanted to. Firefly in like this and burn up some of the creeps and steal some of the experience himself, but looks like he's not going to be able to. Centaur might get level 2 here. He does as one more creep dies, so finally ticking up to that next level. Centaur did stack and is going to look to pull here, so I imagine he'll be able to get that. Rune was taken by the bench, in the bottom lane, in the top lane. Yeah, on my tongue today. But nonetheless, like, so far it's fairly even. I mean, both teams are just farming. Phantom Assassin does have a significant lead. She's got 13 and 7. So that'd be one of the reasons why Centaur is only level 2 and 0, whereas Batrider is almost level 3. No real farm for either of them, and unfortunately stand-in 14. Mr. Centaur, he's had to back away. He's gonna stack the Ancients of all things. When your offlane Centaur is forced to go stack Ancients, it's not great. He does get it at least, though. They're creating a little more map economy, hopefully letting himself catch up or his allies soon. Yeah, he's just going to continue farming away, though. He's actually going to look to rotate. Unfortunately, he probably will have been spotted. Yeah, he will have been rotating through here by the Viper. Nonetheless, going to stick around for a little bit. Jukes back and forth. He's wasting a substantial amount of time. Meanwhile, bottom lane are going to be able to Firefly to safety. Not too worried about it. And just keeps throwing out the Napalm stacks. And I think he's going to try and Firefly the wave a little bit here. You're going to get a handful of CS from this as well. But Centaur is just struggling. And at this point, it's almost worth it if you go and soak experience very aggressively, and even if you die, but you just need something, right? Looks like they're gonna pull the lane off to the side as the Ursa Warrior is, or sorry, Hellbear Smasher is going to be let in. Unfortunately, it's a green rune. At this point, Centaur, he wants a bounty rune. He just wants to get to his next level. He's actually gonna get slowed up. Venge is full health there. Has a stun. Looks like she's just gonna click him down. Shadow Demon's in the area. Stomp doesn't connect, and with that, they're gonna have to back off. And was rotating in as well, but more time wasted, and now it's the time of his support. Alright, his 14 moves back into the lane. He gets harassed down by the Phantom Assassin. Trying to take his, like, fall very far behind as far as levels. Turn him to the Bat Riders. Now level 5. He's just turned level 3. Bat's gonna have his Tranquil Boots fairly quick here. Fairly decent timing. Benjamin stacking. Nothing there, nothing there. But I'd like to see Vengeful Spirit do some stacks pretty soon. Maybe go for... Oh, there's going to be a slow. The stun connects, and they actually get him walled off. He's now trapped here. Viper's going to start clicking on him. Venge, unfortunately, too far away. Brewmaster's unsure what to do. Gets stunned again. Hit by a Wave of Terror, and First Blood picked up by Avant. Very nice plays from them. They throw out the Viper Strike just in time. Slows his movement speed. Allows Earthshaker to line up the perfect fissure. Hero of Time rotates through. Throws out the Wave of Terror. There for the value assist. And moving on the way. Centaur has now picked up his Tranks, but I mean... Batrider has as well, and is much higher level. It's that experience that's worth it. Brewmaster looks like he's just gonna come in, throws out a clap, gonna right click the M26 a handful of times. Centaur is rotating around. He's gonna be spotted though. Hero of Time pinging him out, and a couple of the obs were there. They see him. Looks like he's gonna stack agents once again. They're just gonna move on. Wraith King in the bottom lane. He's been farming. Not that great. Batrider has been contesting the lane a little bit. Messing up his farm with his attack and movement speed debuffs. Napalm doing some work there. Take a handful more shots here. Batrider's just going to Firefly down the wave. Should be alright nonetheless. He's going to be moving on to that Blink Dagger fairly quick. And I'd really like to see this Vengeful Spirit, who's been spending a lot of time not in lane as it is, go and do the double stack here. You pull that one up that way, and then you wait. Once you're about here, you send a Wave of Terror that way. The creeps go like that, and just run there. And it'll actually, if you pull this one at like 53, I want to say, and then this one whenever you get to about here, so probably 55, because the spawn box for this one is like this, roughly, something like that. Nonetheless, we'll have to wait and see. Oh, top lane, Centaur goes down. Earthshaker lands another fissure, and they're going to be able to pick up that kill. Venge was there with a stun this time. Managed to get it off. Phantom Assassin also part of the game. Oh, Centaur DCs. So I'm imagining he's probably just having a bit of late spike, and it looks like going to be just some lag issues. Not too surprising with the unfortunate state of the servers recently. But hopefully he'll be able to reconnect shortly. And looks like he's back. A little bit unfortunate that he died there. I wonder if he wasn't in a compromising situation and got picked off because of it already. Looks like he's good to go though. Gonna respawn in just a second here, and we'll be ready to go. Shadow Demon hasn't been doing a whole lot. I'm surprised they haven't gone for a disruption into Ice Path, Wraith Fire Blast. I mean, you'd think that'd be a fairly easy setup onto this Batrider, but fairly high level now. I mean, Wraith King is level 6 as well, but it's just Bats. He's got 7 armor, just shy of 900 health, and a little bit more than they want. They're gonna go for the Wraith Fire Blast. They throw an Ice Path to follow up as well. Bat does get stunned by it, and he's gonna keep throwing out the napalms. He's not going down yet. He should be able to Firefly. Oh, another Wraith Fire Blast comes off cooldown just in time. They're able to pick him off. So even without the Shadow Demon there, they've managed to find a kill on the Batrider, and plays that a little bit. He doesn't play quite perfect. Unfortunately, goes down. Tried to go over there. I think if he'd just maybe gone straight, it might have been a little bit better. Who knows? He had them slowed, but in the end, it's going to be a 2-for-1 currently. as a Centaur has been picked off once. Oh, that PA dagger. PA now level 6, and that hurts. Has a Perseverance as well as 1,000 gold in the bank, so farming quite well. 50 CS at 20 minutes, or sorry, at 8 minutes, and 21 denies. He's been hitting a lot of creeps, and he's going to be pretty happy about that. Doing a very good job so far. Oh, gotta get this one. He gets a crit, secures it. He's going to head back to the lane. And it's at this point... Oh, is that a Master ulti? Didn't see why he threw it out. Everybody's full health. Weird. Either way, Phantom Assassin's now only about 1,400 gold away from her Battle Fury, so this is looking to be a pretty solid timing. If her farm keeps up, she'll probably have it at about 12, 13 minutes. But we'll have to see. She might get picked off once or twice. We'll see what the Shadow Demon and the hero want to do. Wraith King, I imagine, is going for a Midas with the second Glove of Haste. Could be rushing a Maelstrom. I think Maelstrom would be alright. It'd let him fight a little early as well as allow him to still farm. Be solid. Earthshaker now has his mana boots, so good timing for the hard 5. And Venge. Okay, I guess Venge is the hard 5. Ooh. Phantom Assassin taking a lot of damage from the Centaur. Still not level 6 though. He's level 6. Maybe he can go for that Stampede into a Stomp double edge. Might be enough. That said, Phantom Assassin is going to heal up. Gets her Claymore on the way now. Less than 1,200 gold away. The Battle Fury. No boots though. This is a naked boots build. Not even Brown's her name. And Shadow Demon's going to be up there, but we got Earthshaker off to the side here, looking to help out the Batrider if needed. And up top, this rotation will have been spotted by this ward here, as PA is sitting very nice and far back. Either way, Brewmaster is going to be rotating through. Finds a bounty rune, also getting close to his blink dagger. 1,700 gold out of the 2,250. And I saw them stack once. Looks like that was all it was. They got one stack here. They do have a stack there as well. So, I guess they have all 3 of these camps stacked at least once. It's unfortunate there's mud golems in the one, but Batrider can run a pretty effective pattern through those, clean them up in a little bit here. Wraith King still working for that. I'm assuming it's going to be a Midas, but it could be a Maelstrom. I'd prefer Maelstrom in this case. I think you need to farm and fight equally, and Maelstrom is a very nice combination of both. Yeah, it looks like she's been able to zone out the Centaur strictly with Dagger alone, throwing it out and getting the crits when needed, but yeah, see, like, that's so frustrating to deal with when you get slowed like that. Bottom lane looks like they're ready to go. Batrider does not have a blink dagger. He's only got 1,000 gold. Viper has rotated through as well. This probably was spotted by this ward there, as my cursor goes all wacky and it draws all over the map. But we might see it go nonetheless. Batrider could Firefly, and he would see the Wraith King. And they've got a fissure to follow up if they need to, or to counter. Venge level 4 with 2 points with the 2-2-0 build. Not too surprising. Viper's level 8. Bat's going to go for it. They're going to spot him. And they get the drag back. There's going to be a fissure as well. Drags him just to the far side of the fissure. He's going to burn down. That is only his ulti. Oh, the Echo Slam comes out. He needs to click him. The disruption might save him in the end. It looks like it's going to. But they're going to look to try and finish off this Wraith King. Venge, Magic Missile still on cooldown. No, it's up. But the Ice Path manages to block him. Fissure's there. Magic Missile as well. So far, it's a 1-0. A lot of people very low right now. Shadow Demon and the Centaur. Centaur, he's managed to run himself away. Brewmaster is rotating in, does have a blink and a split, but it's not going to be there. No. They sit 4 people bottom. They eventually get a kill on the Wraith King. They had to kill him twice. A little bit unfortunate there, and a very nice play from the Shadow Demon, saving the Centaur. Not able to go at him and be able to back him off. But that is a 12-minute Battle Fury for the PA. It is a naked Battle Fury, no boots. Not even Browns, but she's going to get those very quickly and now has the big item. And this is just going to accelerate everything else she's going to go for. So, good timing for her, and I think this will be well worth it. Wraith King, meanwhile, he's still not decided. I imagine it's a Maelstrom now that he's now gotten enough for the Midas, but hasn't picked it up yet. Yeah, it's going to be a Maelstrom. I think that's alright. Gives him the little bit of attack speed he needs, and the proc chances are very good. Especially up against PA, any little bits of magic damage you can do are very good. Viper with an Invis rune, going to be looking to go top. If Wraith King pushes up past this tower, which he's not, he's actually going to back off. That's neat, Crow. Either way. Earthshaker gonna move into the mid lane. Looks like they're gonna let him farm that for a little bit. Wraith King with 1 point up in both his passives. Gonna be able to farm Ancients a little bit here. Unfortunately, not doing it the most effectively. He's gonna have to back off as Centaur rotates through. Look at the CS chart. PA's got almost 90 CS. Just one hit away. Needs a crit. He'll be there. There it is. 91 CS in just in almost 14 minutes. But farming so well. Viper now has a mechanism, and I mean, as well as the PA has been farming, it's not like her team's been useless. Viper, I believe he's got an assist, or yeah, he's got 2 assists to his name and 52 CS. He has rotated a fair bit more. Batrider and Earthshaker both. Earthshaker actually 2-0-1, but involved in all 3 kills. Gotten 2 of them. That's why he's been able to get mana boots so early with very few CS. And Benj is now just sitting behind the PA. They're probably a little worried. They think that they're going to rotate and gank on him, but really they're not rotating anywhere. PA and the Centaur are just kind of wandering around underneath. Yeah, Dire Obs ward. Brewmaster gets fissured. Not going to be able to pursue. And it looks like Centaur is actually going to rotate in top. Not anywhere near a Blink Dagger yet. Throws up the Stomp though. Razy comes in, and I imagine we'll see him double edge. Just he's going to be able to clean up those handful of creeps. And PA is going to keep farming in the jungle. She's almost got her boots. So once she has those, she'll be able to game pretty easily. And meanwhile, there's a Batrider bottom. We're getting close to his Blink. And one advantage that Meta have is that they've got a Blink Dagger on the Brew, but he hasn't done anything with it yet. He's rotated once or twice looking to find pickoffs, but he hasn't been able to find an opening or get off a decent split. Here a Wraith Fire Blast somewhere. Looks like in the jungle maybe he threw that out. Not sure. But nonetheless, he's gonna back off. Shadow Demon, what are you up to? Not a whole lot for him. But Wraith King's now gonna just farm up a stack, and he's got enough lifesteal and gets the procs, he'll be able to clean it up. And see, this is what I was talking about with those lightning procs. They help farm a lot more than people think, and especially for clearing out stacks like this. Giving him that little bit of extra oomph. Oh, Blink Clap onto the PA. We're going to have a Stampede as well. Boulder comes out. PA is dropping very low. Double Edge. And she's going to be able to blink away to the Earthshaker. Earthshaker gets off a good fissure. She's got a salve going on her. Looks like they're going to back off. They're going to be able to kill off the one Panda, and they got to keep an eye on the Storm. It's going to be coming back as Brewmaster. Oh, he gets a blink off. Unfortunately, they didn't have the fire. Oh, Batrider cancels the Centaur's TP. I thought he had made it away. He gets dragged back, stunned up, and brought down. Batrider paying dividends there. Able to see where he went and grabs him very quickly. And, oh, I mean, they trade bottom. SMK, they're going to be fairly happy about that. But, nonetheless. So, this tower is dropping fairly low. Not too sure how long it'll be until we see that. Oh, Blink Clap comes out from the Brewmaster as well as the Magic Missile. Swap back as well. They're going to be able to bring down this Brew. He does not have he does not have his split. Ice Path was there though. Very nice from the Jakiro, actually catching 3 after the fissure. And they might like to go in again. They don't have any sort of jumps other than the PA, but we'll have to wait and see. Ice Path does catch 1. But they will be alright in the end. Interesting that PA went for phase boots. Normally power treads I think are a little bit better just because she needs the tank and the attack speed and whatnot. I'm not sure what does more for you, the movement speed and the extra damage, or if it's the oh, we're gonna have a sun come out from the fissure or from the Earthshaker, and no, she's not gonna blink onto him. Not trusting it enough, and that's probably a good call as Wraith King was rotating down. Does have his reincarnate. Can spend it if he needs to, and is getting fairly close to a Blink Dagger as well. Batrider has his Blink as well, so I'm assuming we'll see some Blink Lassos coming up shortly. Force Staff will be next on the list for him, I imagine. Pretty standard on most bats. Looks like Wraith King's going to get a little help with his stacks from the Jakiro, but all in all, he's just going to farm those up. Haste Rune has spawned in the top lane. Or sorry, the bottom rune spot. Use that to head up to the top lane. Maybe try and find this PA who I think has basically been left alone. Actually 0-3. Oh, 0-3, sorry. And going to be pretty happy with that. Brewmaster has a blink and a clap, but they're going to see him coming. And they can line up a very long-range fissure with that high ground ward, but they're just going to back off. Wraith King picks up a haste rune. Gonna rotate into the jungle with that, and look to just farm away. Nonetheless, Batrider gonna push in mid. Not too sure. So far, only the Radiant team meta. They've been the only ones to push anything lately, or recently. I mean, the tier 1s in both safe lanes are gone, or sorry, on both off lanes are gone. But it's just like, it doesn't really matter. But now we're seeing HP. They are gonna push mid, and I imagine they're off to a pretty solid lead. Unsurprising, everything's about 5k, even though towers and stuff are even. We're gonna have a blink forward from the Wraith King, as well as an Ice Path follow-up. Stampede was used, Magic Missile comes out, big Echo Slam from the Earthshaker. He's gonna be able to turn this, gets one, and pops the Wraith King's ulti. The Shadow Demon also goes down. Centaur drops in the top lane to the Batrider Phantom Assassin combo. They're gonna throw a boulder after Hero of Time. Batrider has TP'd in. They're gonna look to pick off the rest of the Broodlings. And just gonna be able to get away. Unfortunately for Bat, he's able to blink before he goes anywhere. And, oh, I mean, an aggressive play coming out for meta, but they're just not able to coordinate it, not able to make it happen, unfortunately. But it was a great counter initiation and excellent fissure coming out from the Earthshaker, even though he did pay with his life. Sorry about this, guys. I'm not sure what it is going on. Why I'm so tired, but Ice Path comes out. They lose the Venge. Centaur has gone down in exchange, though. My Blake's gonna come out. Doesn't connect on anybody. PA still farming. Now has a Demon Edge. Oh, she going MKB already? I guess that's not an unusual pickup up against the Brewmaster. He does have a built-in evasion as well as the mischance to apply. But we'll kind of have to wait and see here. Phantom Assassin's gonna blink forward. Unfortunately, not a whole lot she can do as there's no one really there. Wraith King is trying to just push top, but he's got a Maelstrom blink, so he's actually, as far as farm goes, he's doing alright for 21 minutes in. It's just this PA is so far ahead. There's not a lot he can do about it. The Satyrs go down. PA picks up a Morbid Mask as well, so getting some of that lifesteal. I'll be interested to see whether she goes for a Vlad's or if she wants to go with the Mask of Madness, which is very strange and not a good idea, or the Helm of the Dominator, which I think is fine. Stampede's going to come out. Looks like we've got some action in the mid lane as the Bruce Split is used. Fissure to follow up into the Ice Path. Looks like Team 26 and the Batrider are going to be okay. They get the kill on the Centaur, so a big kill going their way early in the fight. Echo Slam on cooldown for another 3 seconds. Batrider's going to blink, drag back the Wraith King. Echo Slam comes out, that connects on one. So does the Fissure. He gets a double kill from it. Now this mid tower is going to be going down. And it drops very quick. Batrider looks forward, going for a flame break. Not going to be able to find it. And with that, I mean, they're up to a very strong lead right now. I wouldn't be surprised if PA finished off the Mortal Mask into a Helm of the Dominator or something along those lines, but we'll have to wait and see. Roshan's going to be the big boy on the menu, and they should be able to take it down pretty easy. But looks like just the PA is going to sit up there. The evasion chance and the heal, keeping her so far up on health, it's going to be fine. Fissure comes out, going to stop the Brewmaster's blink. He doesn't have his ulti for a handful of seconds. They're debating about when to go in. Stand-in 14 is there. Roshan's going to go down, and a little bit of miscommunication. Brewmaster's going to be able to blink away. They do not have level 2 swap, unfortunately. Fissure comes out and connects. He's going to back off. His Ice Path is there. Batrider's got a blink, but no Force Staff just yet. And it looks like they're going to back off. Going to be call themselves happy and lucky with just the Roshan. We'll have to see how they use the Aegis now that they've got it on the PA. I imagine she's going to have a MKB coming out very quickly, at which point she's going to farm very well. And not to mention she's going to hurt so much in these fights. Panda used to a little bit of leeway as he can dodge some of the attacks, but not up against the PA with an MKB. Not to mention mini bash chance on the blink strike. Batrider positioning bottom, might be looking for a kill, but unfortunately team is rotating away. Dagger's gonna fly through, connects on the Wraith King. PA might go in on this. No, doesn't look like she's going to. Wraith King does have his ulti up, and Shadow Demon is sitting behind him, so very tough kill to get. Wraith King might look to go, but PA is gonna be able to blink away. And bottom lane, it's going to be Bat and the Viper pushing in this bottom tier 1. It'll be the second tower of the game, third tower of the game for them. Forgot that they had taken the mid lane a little bit earlier, but nonetheless. Wraith King's got another 2,200 gold in the bank. I imagine he's going to be going for a Hyperstone, just go straight for the Mjolnir. I figure why not. PA has a BKB now, MKB, and going to be ready to go. As they all look to TP forward, or back to their home base. Brewmaster's going to clean up the tower. Gets the final hit on it as well, so getting that much needed bonus experience. And Centaur with that's going to pick up his blink. Brewmaster's already got his. We go looking for his Ags. Just a handful of gold away from the second component, and he's a little over halfway there. Actually going to be a 4-man Rigu smoke, but it's going to get broken by the Venge. Unfortunately, not the hero they wanted, but they're going to take it. Batrider's able to get away. I mean, they use a smoke for the Venge. I think that's worth it because they're so far behind, but normally you want to find either the Batrider, the Viper, or the PA from that. It's actually worth a fair bit of golden experience.
Radiant's bottom towers seen better days.
And meanwhile, Phantom Assassin pushing bottom. MKB Battle Fury at 26 minutes. Hits incredibly hard right now. If she gets a crit on you, you're just going to pop, especially in one more creep when she gets level 16. It's going to be a very, very quick game, I think. He goes in and does drop the Aegis top lane. Looking to go. Looks like they're going to be able to pick off the Wraith King. He does go down. Viper gets hit by an Ice Path. A blink forward by the PA. She goes in. Huge Echo Slam from Event. They're going to look to finish him off. So far, it's a 2 for 2. PA goes in, gets a huge crit as well. Brewmaster's gone down. They finish off the Wraith King. Looks like he hadn't died again, but they're going to look to finish off the... Oh! PA with the 900 some odd crit, and there used to be a Shadow Demon there, boys. Now it's just a puddle. So, PA confirmed farmed and confirmed strong hero. The pick has worked out so incredibly well for HP. They're going to be very happy with that. And I mean, I liked SMK's draft early, but this PA pick has just been too strong. Not to mention, Event has been doing an excellent job on the Earthshaker. He's got 7-1-7, so been a part of 14 of 16 kills and only died once. I'd say that's a pretty solid KDA. Looks like we're going to see a stampede as Earthshaker gets gone on forward. Centaur getting dropped as well. He does not have a buyback. He goes down again. Earthshaker somehow manages to make it down from right about there. Gonna get hit by the Blink Collapse split as well. Ray Fire Blast comes back. I think he bought back for this. It doesn't say. But either way, PA's gone up in the air. She's gonna be dropping fairly low. They get the who is that in the? Either way, they get the. What can't I read? The Wraith King down, and Wisp was down as well. This has been a huge string of events going in favor of HP. They're going to be pretty happy with that. That's actually going to be GG, well played, coming up from SMK. And a dominant performance coming up for Hidden Power. They're going to be very happy with that. And, oh, a little bit of hitch. It looks like we're all right. With that, we're going to be back for game number 2 shortly. Don't worry about the stream. It's not going anywhere. But enjoy the tunes.